I wish everybody out there a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We have done so phenomenal this last year that look, my producer and my director has given me this duster for Christmas. Y'all know what a duster is. Y'all seen them cowboy movies where they're wearing the dusters over their horse and everything like that because it keeps the rain off of you, keeps the weather off of you. It's a nice piece of material. It's kind of like Levi's is made out of, but it's waterproof too, and it's some good stuff. And you can take these things and you can use them to tie stuff up in them, you know, like whatever you want to put underneath it. I know you've seen them movies where they come out and they got knives and shotguns and stuff on it, but I wouldn't do that myself. I got holsters and stuff for that. But anyway, this is a really nice coat, and I really do appreciate. Well, the reason I appreciate it is because we had such a good year this year that they can afford to buy me something like this that probably cost $800-900 or something like that. It's pretty nice. I really appreciate it. And I got this nice hat for Christmas. And that's what I wanted to talk about this evening was Christmas. Christmas is a nice time of the year. Everybody enjoys getting their presents and stuff under the trees and having a nice tree and things like that. But does anybody know the origin of Christmas in the United States? Christmas as we know it today didn't exist before the United States existed. With the tree and the presents and all that stuff. Christmas was kind of how you want to say it, it came about because people used to go around and treat Christmas like they did Halloween. Up in New York, in the big cities, when they had them up north, people used to go around caroling and everything, going to the rich people's houses and seeing if they could get some candy or goodies or something from them. And what used to happen a lot of times is the people would shut off their lights and shut the doors and ignore them. And then the carolers and everybody would just raid their damn houses. It was kind of like trick or treat. Charles Dickens came about in the early 1800s, and he had the Christmas Carol. He did the Christmas Carol thing. And that's where our modern day Christmas really comes from, is from Charles Dickens. As far as the Christmas trees are concerned, there was a bunch of pagans back when Christianity started that would have all their festivals and that everything out in groves with trees. And they would kind of worship the trees. And so the Christians said the best way for us to get them to come to Christianity is for Christianity to incorporate their trees into the Christmas season. Trees have always been a vital part of all kind of different customs in different places. The Norse people, they used to have a tree that held up the world. Odin, the biggest Norse god, hung himself from a tree so he could get closer to his gods. It's very strange how trees and Christianity got together, since Jesus was supposedly killed on a cross that was made from a tree. And if you live here in Georgia, you understand the tree that he was supposed to have been killed on was and crucified on was a dogwood tree. And ever since then, that's why the dogwoods is all crooked and everything, because of that. But Christmas is a good time of year for families to get together and everything. And I know if you have pets, if anybody out there has pets, they incorporate them into their Christmas. And I wanted to show you something. Look at that bulldog right there. He's incorporated into dang Christmas with the rest of us. You might hear a bark every once in a while, and that's from my dog that has Tourette's. But Sleezy G Enterprises has this distinct line of doggy treats. And you can ask my producer. We produced 100 of these tonight. That is bottom round roast that has been sliced into a little bitty piece and wrapped around one of them treats you buy in the store. You can get 50 of them for $3. And they love them. That is something that you can order from James right there. If you would like some of these treats for your dogs for Christmas, you better hurry up and get them because there's a limited supply. And also, I've been listening to them on the TV and the radio here lately, advertising their pajamas, advertising all kinds of sheets and pillows and everything. But we also have a very limited supply of these Santa helper negligees that are see-through. This negligee right here has got the lift in it and everything. you know, a lot of women, not a lot of women, some women need that extra help to hold them up if they're, big sizes and everything. But this negligee right here is see-through. They're advertising pajamas that are nudie feeling. Why would you want a nudie feeling pajama if you can have a see-through negligee like this? Now this is some of our better fabric. Talk about trees. We have people down in the Amazon that have to climb the trees where the material for this comes from. And it is a very difficult job. You see, no matter how you look at it, it's see-through. Now I want to explain to you exactly what goes into making this see-through lingerie. And it's very, very stretchy. You see? One size fits all. Keep that in mind while I'm explaining to you what goes into this. And I know you will like what I've got to say. Now, we hire people down in the rainforest of the Amazon to climb these trees. And this is made from a plant. It's a parasite that grows on these trees in the rainforest. Like mistletoe grows on oak trees. But these people have to climb these trees, and then they gotta kind of feel up each limb until they can find this plant, because it's see-through. You can't see it, it's invisible. You got to feel it. And they gather it up, then they bring it back to a collection place in the Amazon. They bundle it up in like big burlap sacks, and they send it to us. You're saying, well, what's the next process in this? Well, the way I saw it, which I couldn't see it, as I said, the best thing we can do is get blind people and teach them how to make our fabric. So what do you got to do to make fabric out of this? You got to crush it up. You got to make the thread. A regular person like me or you, we wouldn't know what to be doing because we couldn't see it. But you take a blind person, give them a job doing that, and they can feel it. And they can spin the thread, weave it together, and you got to take some of the thread and make thread out of it so you can sew it together. And then you can give them special sewing machines that they use to sew it together because they're going to be feeling all these seams and everything because you can't see it. It's see-through. We have employed several hundred blind people to make our see-through lingerie. And I think that is the best part of this see-through lingerie. So when I'm sitting here saying, look at that see-through lingerie, there has probably been 200 people involved in making this one piece of lingerie for your beautiful wife. And when I say $1,500 for that nice little negligee there, that's cheap compared to all the people that have been paid and made a living and fed their families off this one piece of lingerie right here. This is what the economy is about, being an entrepreneur. And Christmas is just the right time to give it. You can't see it right now, but we've got orders stacked up back here behind me right now. Why can't you see them? Because they're in see-through packaging. But we've got about 20 orders back here right now stacked up to go out. Merry Christmas.
And cut.